Greetings, everyone. This is Rob from Walk, Ride, Fly. Greetings, everybody. Today is Tuesday, March 15th, 2022, and the time is around, let's see what time it is. I would say about 9:30. And the temperature is 58 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a warm night, so I figured I'd bring you something. I haven't been as active as I would like to. I know as I have not been able to bring you as many live streams as I would like. But at least I gotta bring you something. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, Tina Cavazos. Henry's here. Greetings, Gary Ting. How you doing, Governor? Let's walk, ride, fly, Governor. Absolutely. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Sharon Solomon, greetings. Najuma Brown, greetings to you. Nicholas Prasad from Trinidad and Tobago. Terry T, how's it going? Hey Rob, how are you doing? Hey, oh man, life hasn't been good, but I'm doing my best to stay up and to stay positive. But yeah, life is knocking me down left and right. Gotta be honest. Meenakshi from Curacao, greetings. Is it Curacao or Curacao? I want to say it's Curacao. I hope it is that way. I hope that's how you pronounce it, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying croissant, like the pastry. But I hope I'm saying it right. But it's a beautiful island. I've looked into it. It's a beautiful place. There are a lot of beautiful islands all over the Caribbean. Greetings to you, Clayton. Clayton. How's it going, man? I hope all is well. Greetings to you, Gigi, Alien Believers. Greetings, Mike E, CC. Good evening to you, CC. Cynthia Coleman. I haven't seen you for some time. Good evening to you as well. All right. So we're starting off on West 52nd. I just got off the train. That's where we're starting, and then we're going to be heading to the east side today. We spend a lot of time on the west side, so today we're going to switch it up. So yeah, these guys are giving out free fridges and microwaves, and wow, that's a huge microwave right there. Microwaves and yeah, of course, the usual trash. Greetings to you, Ricardo. Greetings. Gary is saying, mate, sorry to hear whatever you're going through. I do hope there's a brighter day ahead. I'm hoping. I am really hoping, because life has not been good lately. Gotta be honest. It's been terrible. Beyond terrible. In any case, here is the Manhattan Club, a very fancy, swanky hotel. So if you wanted to rent a room tonight, it would cost you about, I would say, $170, $180, because right now it's not a tourist season. A lot of hotels are at a discount. You can find hotels at a discount. But let's say you come back in April or May, expect to pay at least $280, maybe $300, and then summertime, you might even pay above $300. But it's a very nice hotel. I've been inside. I've seen what it looks like. It's a nice one. Great service. Crazy Auto is saying, "Hey man, you're not the only one." I figured. Yep, I figured everybody's going through something. Yep, unfortunately. All right, friends, I don't know if I have mentioned this place, but this is a very famous place. The one that's right in front of me. All right, I'm going to wait until the paramedic comes. Hey, what's up, Preston? Greetings, Preston. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. I don't think I saw you on my last stream. Maybe I forgot. But nice seeing you again. All right, here it is. This is home of the dancing shrimp. This is Red Eye Grill. Let me just zoom it in as much as possible. A very fancy place as well. I've never been inside. I've never eaten here. I don't know anybody who has, but it is really, really popular. Red Eye Grill. And I'm assuming their shrimp is the best. Yeah, it was closed for at least, I would say, a year and a half, at least. It was to a point that, people thought that this place was never going to open, that it would be closed. How you doing? It would be closed. So let's go and take a look at the prices. Let's see what they have. All right, friends, I'm going to have to mute right now because of the music.
Jesus maternity, right?
All right, friends. Unfortunately, I couldn't speak, or I couldn't talk because the music was playing. But yeah, that place, I thought it would be more expensive than what I saw, but that's okay for a place that's in midtown Manhattan, right in front of the Carnegie Hall. It's not too expensive. So yeah, you would need about at least $60, $70 per person. I mean, that's like a week worth of groceries. I wouldn't recommend doing that, all the time. But once in a while, if you fancy a fancy place, that might be a good option. I want to show you something here real quick. Hey Valerie Wood, greetings. Why is my screen off? Let me see. All right, there we go. My goodness, I'm like, why is the screen so weird? All right, this looks better. Another popular diner is right here, the Brooklyn Diner. This place, just like Red Eye Grill, was closed for a long time, to a point where I didn't think it was going to open at all. But it is open. They got, this is like a basic diner with burgers and home fries and steak and breakfast all day option. They got a lot of good stuff, and the prices are not bad either. The prices are not too bad. So, when you're in Midtown Manhattan, of course, you have to expect to pay more. And I'm kind of getting used to it. I mean, to be honest, when I first moved here, I thought everything was expensive. But then once you live here for a little while, you get accustomed to the high prices, and then you start comparing, and then the places that you thought were high prices or expensive are no longer expensive, because you see more places that are even more expensive, especially steakhouses. So you kind of have to adjust your standards and adjust your expectations. That wouldn't be my go-to place, but if you are touristing, if you are in New York City for maybe for like a week, for 2 weeks, I don't know, you want to try something new, something different, check out a new place, that might be a good option. But as somebody who lives here, no, I wouldn't go there. All right, friends, here is Nordstrom's, and I want to see if you guys notice anything different about the lights. Do you notice anything? That's the main reason that I'm here. Exactly. Crazy Auto. Yes, I do cook at home. I make my coffee at home, unless, sometimes once in a while, of course, when I'm streaming. Yep, you got it right, Gigi. Best of evenings to you as well, traveling. Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. You guys got it. You guys got the question. You guys. Oh my God, this guy. The Uber driver was supposed to pick them up, and he keeps driving, and then he turned around. And the girls are running to catch him. All right, let me adjust my camera here just a second, friends. Salam from Senegal. Nice. From Dakar. Nice. Salme Ba is from Dakar. Salme, I have a question for you. Do they do the Dakar rally? I remember when I was a kid, I had a friend from France, and he used to watch that. He used to watch the Dakar rally. They go to different parts of the country. I mean, they mainly go through the desert parts of Senegal. Do they still do it? Greetings to you, Darrell. Greetings, Linda K. Traveling D, long time no see, yes. Unfortunately, yep, it has been difficult to come live as often as I would like. Unfortunately. All right, friends, to my right is the Carnegie Hall. I think they are open maybe for certain events. Maybe not on full schedule. Maybe not. March 14th. Oh, they do have a full schedule. Nice. Tickets start at $45. Friends, if you are in New York City, make sure to look into the Carnegie Hall. Oh, this guy's making some music with the horn, with the siren. All right, so they have a full schedule. It looks like Carnegie Hall is going back to normal, slowly but surely. Oh, yeah, see, there's a lot of people in there. The ushers are there. It's a full schedule, looks like. Carnegie Hall appreciates the support of the people of the city of New York through Mayor Edward Koch, Department of Cultural Affairs, and the renovation and ongoing maintenance of the city. 1986. That's a long time ago. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful Cadillac. Woo! That must be the new one. Wow. Beautiful. Russian tea. I think this is a restaurant or something, or like a club. I've seen it, but I've never looked into it. Okay, it's a restaurant. Okay, Russian tea club. Let's see what they have. Pickled vegetables, $14. Smoked beef loin and sallow, $18. Wow, it is really a Russian restaurant. Dushabra? Dushabra? What is dushabra? Lamb dumplings boiled in lamb broth and served with cilantro and vinegar. That sounds good. Lean chick, 26. I think I had lean chick at some point. I don't know what it tastes like. I think I had it once. That is bougie, right? I know, if a vegetable is costing $14, let's see what the main course looks like. Okay, vegetable Wellington, 38. Beef stroganoff, 48. All right. As I thought, it is a fancy schmancy place. It's a very swanky place. New York Strip Oscar, 65. Lamb chops, $52. All right. Here we have the Hilton Club. I don't think there's a lot of Hilton clubs all over the U.S., right? I think there's only maybe a dozen, maybe about 2 dozen. Fresh Marketplace. What is this place? Oh, this is Morton Williams. Okay, I was like, I've never seen this before. But I have. It is Morton Williams. Morton Williams is one of the supermarket chains in New York City. There's a few of those all over the city. It's kind of expensive. They got some good stuff for a reasonable price, but most of the time their stuff is expensive. I used to go there for lunch back in the day. I have, I gotta show you something here. You see, this is how New Yorkers manage transporting goods upstairs, downstairs, in a crowded city with limited space. This is how you do it. You got a lot of shipments. You put it in the conveyor belt, and you send it up there. Send it up. How cool is that? That is New York, friends. Innovative New York. We're kind of like Japan, in a way, you know? We're not like Japan. We're not even close to being like Japan. All right, Le Méridien. This is a hotel. I believe this is part of the Marriott hotel brands. And this one is New York Central Park. Oh, it's pretty nice actually. I've never looked into it. I mean, I've seen it from the outside, but I've never looked into it. Looks nice. It looks nice. Yeah, I think a lot of tourists are, have started coming to the city now that, a lot of the restrictions have been lifted. And prices are not as expensive as summertime or, Christmas time. I'm seeing a lot of tourists. I just met a bunch of, kids from Italy that were here for a couple of weeks, just enjoying the city, exploring the city. And it was their first time in New York. And they happened to be from Milan and Rome, so we had a lot to talk about. Why so many scaffoldings? Because New York does a lot of renovations, and sometimes the city requires that they do renovations and, meet standards and codes and so on. So to make it look like they are working on it, they put up scaffoldings, even though they are not doing any type of work, even though there's no work being done. So yeah, for that reason, you could have a lot of scaffoldings. And a lot of buildings in New York City are very old. So they need maintenance, they need renovation, they need facelift, whatever you call it. They do need a lot of work. Oh, what do we have here? very nice, swanky apartment building on West 57th. Hey Judith, how you doing? Rue 57, is it good? Henry,
But I do remember
is it good?
him.
I know they do have a couple of locations in some parts of the city, but I've never really tried it. I've never looked into it. I've never asked anybody who has. But I would assume it's good. Is it good? Okay, good to know. Good to know. The coffee at this spot is good. It's an Italian spot, you know, so you can't go wrong with the coffee, and they do have some snacks that are delicious. I've never had a meal here, but it's pretty good. Mangia. The name is Mangia. Good onion soup. Really? Interesting. Oh, friends and family. I think you guys might know about this one. I think some people do know about this one. Are you guys familiar with Nobu? Are you familiar with Nobu, friends? You guys familiar with Nobu? Judith is saying, I'm good, Rob. Hope all is well. I'm all right. Trying to stay up, trying to stay positive as much as possible. Good evening to you, Daryl. So Nobu is a very, very fancy, high-end Japanese restaurant. They have one location here. They have one in Faidai. I don't know if they have more. They probably do. They have them in LA, DC. I believe they have them in London as well, parts of London. It is a very, very fancy restaurant. I've never dined there, but from what I've heard, it is it's up there in terms of quality, in terms of service, and also just ambiance, atmosphere. But also the price is very high. Noble prices are not cheap. Mike E, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Mike E. Thank you for the support. Bergdorf Goodman. Gene Johnson is saying, hello Rob, I've missed you. I've missed everybody as well. Yeah, it's been difficult to go live often, and yeah, hopefully things will change soon, and I'll be able to stream as often as possible. But yeah, lately it's been difficult. I got some good stuff over here. I got some swanky stuff over here. Maybe I should get a makeover. You guys, what do you guys think? Maybe step into Bulgari. Gene Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, Ricardo Holloway as well. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you to both of you. All right, I guess Bulgari is closed today, so no shopping for me. But it's a nice spot. I mean, well, the building looks nice. It's a nicely designed building. Are you guys able to hear me? Actually, I'm using a mic, an external mic. If you can hear me. Sounds good. Okay, great. Judith is saying can hear you fine. Awesome. Audio's good? Perfect. You know, sometimes, you know, there might be some technical problems. You never know, so you gotta check. You gotta check. Loud and clear. Al Hassan. Thank you. All right, let's cross the street. Wait a minute, sir. Not supposed to drive. This is why I tell you guys, you gotta be careful in New York City. Even if you have the right of way, it doesn't mean you should take the way. Most of the time, you gotta be extra careful. Especially nowadays. You gotta be careful. We've missed you and glad you're back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for making me feel welcome. Even though I've not been able to stream as often as I would like. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, is it raining now? Come on, no. Isn't it supposed to rain? All right, friends, as I say many times, throughout New York City and many parts of New York City, there are public spaces hidden, tucked away between buildings, inside buildings, between, you know, stores, you name it. So this is one of them. This is on Madison. This is 590 Madison Avenue. This is a little hidden gem right here, tucked in between buildings, okay? So let's say if it's raining outside, if it's too hot outside, you don't want to go to Central Park, you don't want to go to any of the parks to sit down, eat, enjoy. You can come here, amongst other, you know, public spaces. This is one of them. It's a nice one, I mean, can't get better than this. At least for New York City, yeah, cozy little spot, right? And guess what? It is open to the public from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. There you go. And it's close to Fifth Avenue and, you know, Madison and so on. So let's say, you know, you shopped, you know, till you dropped and, you know, you have so many bags with you and you don't want to carry them around. You're waiting for the taxi, Uber, or maybe you just want to take a break, you know, from the shopping that you did. Then you can go there, you know, take a break, you know, drink some coffee, you know, and then go back to your shopping or go home, or, go to the hotel. Either one. All right. I want to show you something here. Curvy Ramos, thanks for the stream. I'll be in New York City in May. Nice. Thank you so much, Curvy Ramos. Thank you for the support. And here is IBM, friends. There it is. This is the office of IBM. IBM has been doing a lot better than it used to. They are doing much better now. And I know IBM is actually working on a lot of AI projects. I know they don't talk about it a lot, but I think they're working on a lot of AI projects. I don't know what the projects entail. They don't talk about it. They don't share any information about it. But I think they're working on something crazy, to be honest. E is me. Greetings from New Mexico. So lovely seeing New York City at night. Thank you for the walk. Absolutely. Anytime. All right. So as I walk with you guys in New York City, I'm also finding out new places, learning new things along the way, in addition to the things that I know. That's the thing about New York City. You could live here all your life. You could be here for years and still not see all of it. It's just impossible. So here today, right at this moment, I learned about this brand. I don't know where it's from. I don't know what kind of stuff they sell. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna try. Vacheron Constantine. I'm assuming it's Italian. Vacheron Constantine. All right, let's see what they have. Looks like household items, but I doubt that's the case. Geneva. Oh, they're from Geneva. Okay, I guess from the Italian-speaking part of Geneva. Or Switzerland, I should say. Clean and clean. Is it safe at this late time? Well, it depends. It depends. You just gotta watch your back, you know. You can't just assume that, you know, it's a safe place. Nowadays, to be honest, in New York City, I cannot without a doubt say, you know, every place is safe. You gotta be careful. You gotta watch your back. You gotta just be alert, look around, you know what I mean? You just never know what's gonna happen. So stay up, you know, stay alert, look around. Don't just, you know, be focused on one thing, say your phone or conversation or anything. Oh, Gary, are you seeing what I'm seeing here? It's like the Union Jack, right next to the US flag. Are you seeing it? You know, lately, I've been watching a lot about the royal family because, as you know, I have insomnia. And one of the things that I do is just listen to some history or something out of the ordinary in order to help me sleep. And I have been doing that lately. And I'm learning a lot about the royal family in England. All right, here is another public park, friends. Another hidden gem between buildings, tucked in between buildings. I do my best to show you as many of these as possible because if you visit in the summertime, when it's too hot, you're gonna wanna find a place that's cool, you know, that's away from sunlight, heat. And here is another one, 450 Park Avenue. And you can't go wrong with anything on Park Avenue, near Park Avenue, Madison. And most of the parks around here are in good shape. And they are a lot safer than many parts of the city. Gary is saying, Governor, you are a Brit at heart. Absolutely. Oh, let me ask you guys. I mean, this question is directed to people who have never been to England or maybe who have visited England maybe once or twice. I have a question. What do the Brits call the hood of a car? Here in the US, we call it hood, right? Lift the hood, close the hood. What do they call it? What do they call a hood, the hood of a car? A bonnet. You got it right, JF. But if you are from England, from the UK, and answered the question, I guess that's not fair. A bonnet, yes, they call it a bonnet. Yeah, you got it right. Just like the hair bonnet, like here, the bonnet for us is like, you know, something that you put on your hair, right? I don't do it, of course. I mean, I don't, but like there's people who do. And yeah, it's called bonnet. All right, I want to show you something again, friends. You guys seeing what I'm seeing right now, right there? You guys see the Ukrainian colors? I see them all over the city now, especially at night. Crazy Otto is saying, and then the trunk is the boot. I know, they have different terminologies for a lot of things. It's interesting though. I love England. You guys know that. You guys know I'm hoping to visit England someday soon, possibly. Possibly. If possible. There's a BLT steakhouse. A nice steakhouse. I wanted to show you something down here, but I forgot where it is. I haven't been there in ages. Something that you guys might be able to enjoy at some point if you visit the city. Philly in the house, Philly in the house. What's going on? What's a cigarette in the UK? Oh, I don't know that one. What is it? I don't. What is it? Barry Garrett is asking, what is a cigarette in the UK? I have no clue. Let me know. Really? What? Is it that bad? What? Why does it have to be that outrageous? I did not know that. John O'Connor is asking, it's a SIG. A SIG is like, yeah, we use that too. Darrell is saying, we also call it Siggy rather than that word. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to look it up now. It's a 3-letter word. Interesting. All right, friends. Right now, I am on Lexington and West 53rd. Oh, I think I see Ukrainian flag. I see Ukrainian flag. Oh, really? I get it now. Oh, that's what they call it? What? Gary, oh, you're funny. Wow, I had no idea that's what they call it. Oh, Brits are throwing me off now. What? That's crazy. I didn't know that's what they call it. Well, I guess I've never smoked, so I wouldn't know. It's 10 p.m. right now, 59 degree Fahrenheit. I wanted to show you something, but I forgot where in the world it is. Oh, man. All right. We'll find it. If not, that's all right. And this part of town, friends, is where you'll find really, really fancy, nice, upscale apartments. And guess what? These days, it is almost difficult to find a decent place at a decent price in New York City. There is a lot of competition to get into apartments. Remember back in the day, like 2 years ago, the city was empty and a lot of people, were leaving the city. And a lot of apartment buildings were empty, and landlords were literally begging people to rent their places, giving out kickbacks and benefits and free rent and all that kind of stuff. Right now, it is the opposite, friends. It is literally the opposite. People are that's not good. People are fighting to get into apartments, and they are bribing landlords, giving them kickbacks and, just literally kissing you know what to get into apartment buildings. Yeah. So right now there are about 7,000 vacant apartments in New York City. Compare that to a year ago, 2 years ago, when it was like 15 to 19,000 apartments. 15 to 19,000 apartments. And guess what? Landlords are literally begging people, hey, I'll give you free month's rent for 2 months. You don't have to pay me anything for 2 months as long as you qualify. Now there is a long line to get into apartment buildings. There's a lot of competition to get into apartment buildings. All right, I'm gonna jaywalk. I'm not gonna wait. Yeah, so if you had gotten an apartment in 2020 at the downturn and locked in a good price, you'd be set by now. So since then, prices have gone up significantly, substantially, and people are paying a lot more for the same apartments that other people got like for a discount, for a significant amount of discount in 2020. Here's another nice apartment here on the east side. Midtown East has a lot of nice apartments as well. I would say Midtown area has a lot of really nice apartments, just like the Upper East Side, Upper West Side. But in terms of convenience, Midtown wins. Are you all right? Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you can find an Airbnb in Midtown East around this neighborhood, it's a good option. It's a good choice. All right. And here we have Whole Foods. I think these days they close at 10, if I'm not mistaken. I think they are closed by now. They should be closed. Gregory Kelly is saying, I wonder how much doorman makes. It depends. It depends on the building. It depends on the location. It depends on the type of people who live in those apartment buildings. So some doormen, they could make more than 100K. Literally more than really nice buildings like this one. To get in and to even get the position, you have to know somebody. You can't just be qualified and get the job. That's not how it works. There's a lot of nepotism when it comes to those types of jobs. You have to know somebody. They'll let you in because at the end of the year, you get a bonus. You get a bonus from the people who live in those apartment buildings. And the residents of the building make a good amount of money. They will more likely give you a good amount of money at the end of the year. So sometimes, yeah, they can make way more than 100K. I know, like, you know, I randomly talk to people. You guys know me. I literally randomly talk to random people everywhere in the city as I go along, especially if I'm not in a hurry. I stop, I ask questions. It kind of gives me an opportunity to learn about, the city, the different parts of the city, and also, the different types of people who live in the city. So I had a chance to talk to this guy a couple of years ago when I moved here. And he graduated with biology from St. John University. And he was working as a doorman at a very fancy building. And the guy was making good money. He said, I make about 120K. I own a property up in Yonkers and so on. So he said, if I had continued with what I learned, with my education and gotten a job, he said he wouldn't be making that much money. But on average, yeah, they don't make a whole lot of money. So you would have to be lucky. You would have to be lucky and, end up in a nice building. Then you can make the good money. Have you lived in New York City? I would say about 6 years. Yeah, it's about to be 6 years. It's 6 years, yeah. Let's put it at 6 years, yeah. VW Joanne is saying looks like springtime there. Still have snow. Oh man. Canada is like, when does the snow end? Because I do remember, there was a time, summertime, like years ago, my friend would tell me like, oh yeah, it's gonna snow tonight, might snow a little bit. I'm like, what? It's only September. He's like, oh yeah. So I'm assuming that, it's like it snows in Canada pretty much throughout the Might be different in Vancouver, but I would assume it's that way in, let's say, Saskatchewan, Ottawa. What else? Am I forgetting? Manitoba. Did I say Nova Scotia? Apparently, doorman is a union job. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. But I do know some of them make good money. So I had learned actually in some places, like really like the upscale apartments, the way it works is, let's say the super, the person who manages the property, would let somebody that he knows, let's say his cousin, his brother's, I don't know, friend, or somebody in the family, most likely, to the job. And the way it works is at the end of the year, when that person, the new hire, gets his bonus, he gives a cut of that amount to the person who got him the job. You see how it is? So help me help you type of thing. I'll help you get the job, but at the end of the year, you gotta give me something. Because they know that the people in the building usually give out good bonuses to their employees. And yeah, everybody gets something. The doorman, just, everybody who works in that building gets something. All right, let's go down this way. I've been going on a straight line for too long. You guys didn't even tell me that I've been going on a straight line for a little while. All right, and this, let's say late at night, you don't want to eat something heavy, you don't want to eat something oily, you want to eat something healthy, then you can get some fruit. Good prices. I see 3 for $4, $1.50 each. This is actually a pretty good price because avocado prices have gone up significantly lately. So this is a good one. Another really nice apartment in this neighborhood is this one here. There you go. All right, what did I tell you guys about Morton Williams? Here's another Morton Williams right there. Henry, what about pizza? What do you mean? Oh, if they give out pizza? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, so growing up in California, I you know what I mean? I didn't even know. I've never seen a building that has a doorman, you know what I mean? There's like a mall security, that's about it. But I've never seen anything like, a residential building, with, well-dressed, suited up doorman, I've never seen that. So it was a new experience for me when I came to New York. And I was just curious, and I started learning about it, and I was like just so fascinated. So depending on where you end up, you could make good money. That was my point. All right, and here we have the New York Catholic Center, friends. Well, there it is. But I didn't know it was a union job, so thanks for letting me know. New York Catholic Center, right here. This entire building is the New York Catholic Center. Clean and clean is saying, doorman job, empty criminal records, is it mandatory? I would assume so. Because, some of these buildings have high profile people, you know what I mean? Very, literally high profile people. In politics, in business, so many things. I would assume they would do a thorough check. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No saque lugar lindo. Oh, I don't know what that means. Lindo means what? Beautiful? Is that what it means? I don't know what that means. I tried to figure it out, but I don't think I know what it means. All right, so we are on First Avenue and East 55th Street. It's 55. It's kind of empty right now, so we can jaywalk without a problem. That's what I like about New York City at night. Super quiet. Barely anybody on the street. It's not like back in the day where it's crowded until midnight or past midnight. It's a lot quieter these days. Empty without me. That's funny. Oh, I gotta ask you guys a question. Do you guys know which country in the world has more museums than any other country in the world? Can you guess? I didn't guess it right when somebody asked me that question. So I want to see, without looking, without researching, let me know. Did you guys see what I saw? I wanted to say it after I passed that person. Did you see what I saw? France? No. USA? No. I haven't independently confirmed it, but I'm pretty sure it's right because of the person that told me about it. France? No. Marinara. So if you're looking for some Italian food, Henry, this is one option right here. It's not a fancy place. So the place that I usually recommend to you guys are places that are not too expensive and have good quality and a decent price, decent or cheap prices. And this is one of the places, this is one of the many places that I recommend, Marinara. And then of course there's a pizza store, there's a pizza shop, a pizza store right there. I had heard there's more museums than any other country. I haven't Googled it, I haven't researched it, but that's what I learned. So if you guys could, do a little Google search and confirm, that would be great. But I was blown away. Israel has more museums than any other country. I'm not sure if it's like museum per capita or just in general, the total number of museums in a country. But yeah, Israel. Pizza. If there's a way to send hot pizza from New York to California in a split second, I would definitely do it. Do it just for Henry. All right, friends, one of the famous places or popular places for bagels is Tal Bagels. Surprisingly, during the pandemic, this was one of the few places in the city that had face masks, meaning they were selling face masks. You guys remember the time back in the day, like 2 years ago, when it was like almost impossible to find a face mask? Yeah, so in New York it was a scramble. So if you could find a face mask, you're winning, right? So yeah, one of the places that had that is Tal Bagels. This was like at the beginning of the pandemic when everybody bought everything in the stores. There was nothing left. Yeah. And they had it. All right, friends. One of my favorite spots to get espresso on the go, if I'm craving for espresso, is Matto Espresso. It's an Italian espresso. They have Lavazza, different types of Italian coffee, different flavors. And this is one of the locations amongst many in the city. De Agostino, another family-owned supermarket in the city. That's right across the street right there. They have a few locations in the city. All right, here's another diner, Madison Restaurant. It's on East 53rd. Hey, Scioli, greetings. How are you doing? Rob, which is the nearest subway station? The nearest subway station. Where are we right now? East 53rd. East 53rd. So there should be one on 60, about 7 blocks away. That's fancy. This place is a little cozy and nice. It's a little diner here on Madison Avenue. Let's see what they have. Roast beef with melted mozzarella and hero bread, $18.95. Not bad, not bad. Prices are okay. And also traveling D, it also depends on where you want to go. So if you're staying on the east side, you know, the trains are different than the west side. It's not like the tube, you know, where you have like, you know, different ways to get to different parts of the city. New York is more like a grid, so you either go up and down or left and right at certain locations, at certain stations. I noticed with the tube, you can go to different parts of the city, so the same train line has different tracks and different trains start going different directions. That's not really the way it is in New York. It's more like a grid, up and down or left and right at certain locations. Oh, here we have a florist. FOF, you guys know I pay attention to a lot of florists, a lot of flower shops. There's one of them here. That's a nice one. I've never ever bought a flower, but I'm just fascinated by the business model of a flower shop. How can you make a decent amount of profit knowing that you must sell your products in a couple of days? Right away. And you know, it might not sell at all. And if it doesn't, then you might have to throw it away. How do those people make a good amount of money? Or a decent profit? Alright, as you can see, the city is very, very quiet. Alright, I've never seen that one before. That is Kealoha Sushi Poke Bowl. Alright, I've never seen that one. Good to know. I saw a couple of new things today. It's a good experience. But to be honest, I was so impressed. I mean, I'm always impressed with the tube, with the railway system, or the train system in England. You know what I mean? It's just the way it's designed and the way it, you know, functions, and its upside, and its effectiveness, and it's just the fact that, you know, covers many parts of the city. It's amazing. That's just the way it's done. It's absolutely amazing. One thing I don't like about the tube or the London train system is that it's expensive. Oh my. You guys just, I mean, London is expensive anyway, overall. All of London is expensive, I would say. I didn't find it to be cheap, so shouldn't be that surprising. But yeah. They were like, oh, you would like a week of pass for a week? Oh. I was like, 55 quids for a week? And they're like, yes. I've been 3. If you decide to pass zone 3, then you're gonna have to pay the difference. I was like, what? Say what? Look at this nice, shining, bright buildings, Midtown East. Oh, greetings to you, Alex Mondeli. I didn't see you, sorry. Greetings to you. I took my eyes off the camera. John Kelly, greetings. Traces Tara is saying, thank you for being a good friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being part of the walk, ride, flight community, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of you. Everybody's awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much like our national anthem, like a New York anthem, you know, that sound right there, that is our anthem, in case you didn't know. All right, where should I take you down here? Oh, you know what, let me go down maybe one block, and I'll show you something. Getting around a very, very familiar territory. So I'll show it to you. It's a nice building here. What is this? Oh, that's the new apartment building. All right. And also, friends, if you are thinking about Airbnb, hotel, and so on for your New York stay, I highly, highly recommend this area. This is Midtown East. I like this area. There's a couple of hotels here. There's a lot of hotels all over the city, but there's a few here. You know, good neighborhood. Even if you get like an Airbnb, it's a good option as well. I like it. I like this neighborhood. There's a lot to do at night. It's very lively. Well, today not so much because it's a weekday, but it's a very lively neighborhood. There's a lot to do, and it's not too far from, you know, the main tourist attractions. You know, there's a couple of train stations here. There's one in Lexington. There's a few, so it's a good area. And it's not as crazy as the other parts of the city. Yeah, except be careful about traffic, you know? Just be careful about like bikers and crazy drivers and so on. That's what I would say. Second Avenue Restaurants, yes, there's a lot of restaurants here in this neighborhood. Different kinds, by the way. Korean food, Israeli food, Mediterranean food, Japanese food as well. The main reason being, this area is concentrated, or there's a big concentration of diplomats, dignitaries, officials, and so on who live here. Like, you know, people, diplomats from all over the world. People who work for the UN. A lot of them live in this neighborhood. There's a lot of that, you know, community here. So you have to have those options. You know? You have to have stuff from all over the world to cater to that market. And there's the Smith right there, right across. A good restaurant. The burgers are good right there. They have a few locations in the city. That's one of them right there. And speaking of diplomats, to the right is a diplomat car, that license plate right there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that license plate, but that is a diplomat license plate, a diplomatic license plate right there. You will see a lot of those here in New York, and of course in DC. All the embassies in DC, all the embassies are in DC, so you definitely see it there. All right, so not as lively today because it's a weekday, you know, it's a Tuesday. Not a whole lot going on. Yeah, back in the day, you know, lots of places were busy. There's a speakeasy right there. For those of you guys who like drinking, who enjoy drinking. There's a speakeasy. Cioli saying, is good Smith? Yes, that place is good. The burger is good. I've tried the burger, the Smith. It's pretty good. I don't know about the other foods, but yeah, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. All right, I think I see a flag of Guinea right there. Oh, a little bit of music, a little bit of cozy environment, very nice. All right, this looks like maybe a diplomatic mission to the UN, maybe. I know it's Guinea. Flag is from Guinea. Oh, yep. Permanent mission of the Republic of Equatorial Guinea to the Organization of the United Nations. Okay, I've never seen it written like that. Organization to the United Nations. It's just United Nations. All right, friends. Here is the Pod Hotel. I know a couple of people who stayed in this hotel. Oh, the rooms are so tiny. The prices are actually high, and the rooms are tiny. Pod Hotel. Yeah. It's conveniently located at a convenient location, but the prices are kind of too high. The prices are too high, and rooms are tiny. All right, Sutton Place Synagogue right here. There was some type of fire a couple of years ago, like about 3-4 years ago. I guess they renovated everything, and everything is in good shape, it looks like. Back to normal. We do have a lot of synagogues throughout the city, and of course, a lot more on the Upper East Side, West Side. There you go, see? That is a diplomatic license plate, friends. See that nice car right there, that BMW? That is a diplomat license plate. Here's another one to the left, that blue license plate with a red stripe on the top. If you see that car, don't hit it. Be extra careful. You never know what's inside that car. You never know. Timeless Fluid Art. Janice, how you doing? Looks like you got it already, right? Oh yeah, you did tell me that you received the mug. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Janice ordered a coffee mug from the Teespring store, the Walk Right Fly store. It seems like she likes it. It's a nicely designed cup, right? And yours truly contributed to the logo design, to the design of the art. So I get a little bit of credit for that, right? All right, friends, and now we are on East 51st and 3rd Avenue. So we're gonna keep going for as long as we can. I'm not gonna walk this way. You know what? Let me cross the street, because there's a building with a terrible smell right there on the left side. I don't know if it's like a kitchen or I don't know what it is, but on this side it smells really bad. I'm gonna avoid that one and be on this side. JF is saying now you just need to sell Walk Right Fly coffee. You know what, actually I have like I mentioned the other day, I have partnered with what's the name of that coffee company? Roasted Coffee, Fresh Roasted Coffee. I've been buying their coffee from Amazon, for many years, and I reached out to them and I said, hey, that's a nice design. That's a nice art over here, mural. Ooh, well, hello. Oh, say, can you see? Did you see? Yeah, so I have partnered with Fresh Roasted Coffee, and I have provided the link. It's an affiliate link. So sort of like a partnership between myself and Fresh Roasted Coffee. They're based in Pennsylvania. Their coffee is great. I've been buying their coffee for years. So if I am saying, if I am sharing a company or a name, it's because I've tried it. It's because I like it. It's because I feel like it's worth sharing. So check them out. And when you use a code, Walk Right Fly, and use the link that's provided, you get a 20% off. your order. All right, let me cross the street here really quickly. All right, like I said, there's a couple of hotels in the area. There is the Hilton right there. There's a DoubleTree right here. This one actually is not highly rated, but you know, it's in a great location. So look into it. Is the company named Coffee? No. I'm looking at your links to see the affiliate name. So I'm gonna go ahead and update it in the system, because on this one, on this stream, you will not be able to see it. But what I will do is at the end of the stream, I'll pin it as a comment, okay? So come back later today, later tonight after we end the stream, and yeah, you can use the link and place an order, and then you can use the code, you know, like, you know, just use that specific code, so that, you know, you have to use the link, and of course, you know, add the code as well, and get your 20% off. So I'll pin it in the comments section, okay? Yeah, unfortunately, this stream right here, this one specifically, doesn't have that link. It does have a link for the other things, but not for that coffee company. So I'll add it later, okay? So come back later and check it out. Like I said, it's the coffee is good. It's organic coffee. I've been buying it from them for years, and then I reached out to them. I was like, you know what? Why don't I create a partnership? Because unfortunately, every company, every hotel, every travel agent, every airlines that I've reached out to seems to not want to work with me. Either they reject me outright, or they say, oh, you don't have enough views, you don't have enough Instagram followers, this and that. But these guys were like, oh, you know what? We'll work with you. You're cool. I'm like, thanks. Look how quiet the city is. It's almost like, it's a little weird, you know? A bit too eerie. You got the ball rolling, yep. JF is asking, are you into pour-over coffee? Once in a while, no. Not all the time, but sometimes, yes. But I mean, any coffee, as long as it's good coffee, decent quality coffee, I like it. And that's the main reason that I like, you know, that company, because I usually buy the beans, grind it at home, meaning, you know, I grind, usually the way I do it is I grind whatever I need for that day, and then, you know, seal it back again, put it aside, make whatever amount of coffee that I need for that day, and then, you know, do the same the next day. I don't buy ground. I usually like to grind it, you know, fresh. I wish I could roast it, but it's a long process. So what I like to do is just buy the roasted coffee, whole beans, grind them at home, you know, whenever I need it, just pretty much as I need it. And then, yeah, use it over a long time. Usually one packet, like a 2-pound package or pack, lasts me about a month. And you guys know I drink coffee pretty much every day. So yeah, it lasts me. And if you are not like me, if you don't drink coffee often, It should last you at least a month and a half. So the flavor, hey, Joseph Taylor, greetings. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, you guys know I love water fountains. I love water fountains. You guys have no idea. Like I could literally sit in front of a water fountain, or like you know, like a river fall, or like a fall. Like I could just look at it for hours. Very relaxing. That's the view that you want to see, or that you want to catch, right there. It's very relaxing, right? And they do have a couple of those in this neighborhood. There's one right there. This neighborhood has a lot of hedge funds, a lot of banks. What else? Churches, some museums. So Midtown East is a good option. If you are visiting the city, I would look into Midtown East. I would definitely look into it. Atomic Skittle 678. No pennies. No, I don't have any pennies. No, unfortunately not. Yeah, I should have thrown one for good luck, right? Lord knows I need a luck right now. Can you go to West Village? I will one of these days, definitely. But I've been there a few times. I've shown West Village. I've shown it during the day, at night. I've shared a few of my favorite places in West Village. So yeah, I have like a ton of dozens and dozens, hundreds of videos. From New York City, from DC, Seattle, Vancouver, BC, London, Portugal, Milan. So, yep. And I have nicely organized everything in a playlist, so check it out. Check out the homepage, you'll be able to see a lot of stuff there. Alright, I don't want to spend too much time over here. I don't know if you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So I'm going to keep moving. But I do like water fountains. Oh my goodness. Why is it raining right now? I mean, it's not really raining, but it's drizzling. It's kind of annoying. All right, you know what? Gotta do a little jaywalking. let's see, what else can I show you in this neighborhood? A little creepy place. 153rd Street. 60 East 53rd Street. Oh, actually, usually you can go through here and go to the other side. It looks like they locked it. You think I've shown you this place? Yes, I did. Yes. Here is another nice public space that you can use in the city that's open to everybody. Let's see what time they're open. So 8 to 10. You're a few blocks from where Andy Griffith was filmed buying a hot dog. Really? You know, the thing about New York City is, like, you see a lot of celebrities, right? I mean, to be honest, like, I don't keep up with pop culture, and I don't really watch TV, or barely ever watch TV, so I don't know a lot of these celebrities. But yeah, I see some people like, oh my God, that's so and so, and then they take a picture. I'm like, who is that? And they tell me, and I learn about it. In any case, so this public space is open from 8 in the morning until 10. It's a very nice public space, as you can see. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
Good night.
You too. Thank you. As you can see, they're taking away the chairs and stuff.
How you doing, son?
All right, that's the name of it, Park Avenue Plaza. It is located on 55 East 52nd Street. It's a BlackRock building, by the way. Oh, tennis store. A Mason tennis store. Masons. That's a nice site, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, New York City, there are a lot of places like that. You know, everybody just flocks to, like, Central Park for, you know, good reason, of course. But then you don't always need to be at Central Park, or you don't need to be there every day. You don't need to go there every day. You know, sometimes it's nice to just, you know, step away and step into this little hidden gems that are found throughout the city, tucked in between buildings, between apartment buildings. And, you know, most of them are, you know, well lit. You know, they have AC and, you know, whatnot. Sometimes there might be some good restaurants inside as well, or you can just bring, you know, your food from outside and sit there and enjoy. Man focused. Greetings. Cioli, have some trouble with your address mail, Rob. I don't know why. Oh, really? I haven't actually checked emails for a few days, so maybe you might have sent it and I haven't looked at it yet. That might be why. I'll do my best, you know, to keep up with emails maybe later this week, by Friday. I just have a lot going on right now, to be honest. So I've not been able to keep up with emails, Instagram messages, and whatnot. All the social media stuff. Even streaming, you know, I'm only able to do it like every couple of days. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll keep up with everything by Friday or maybe Saturday. All right, friends, to the right is the Jeffries building. I do have a couple of friends who work here. It's a bank. A financial firm, I should say, not a bank. Financial firm. It's a big building. Oh, Empelon. How did I miss this one? French. There. To tell you, I'll be in Manhattan April 5th. Nice. Man focused. How are you doing? Yeah. I haven't seen you for some time as well, but I haven't been live for a while, so that could be one reason. All right, Empelon, here's a nice restaurant here, a very fancy restaurant. I've never really looked into the menu, but I know it's upscale. It's an upscale restaurant, as you can see. And yeah, most of the time, if you do not see the menu outside, it's highly likely, more likely, that it is not a cheap restaurant. But again, you know, you only live once. If you come to New York City as a tourist, if you are into high-end fancy restaurants, why not? Why not? It just depends on what you like. I'm into fancy coffee. That's my thing. Everybody has a thing, right? Everybody has a thing where they spend their money one way or another. All right, friends, here is another public space right here. Only steps away from the other one. And then there's people who, you know, who love pizza and like to buy pizza as often as possible. Some people like gelato, some people like pastry, some people like steak. I have friends, you know, who are obsessed with sushi. Every time I see them, they're like, when are you gonna go to sushi with us? You never come for sushi. You never join us for sushi. I'm like, yeah, because, you know, sushi is like, it's not something that I eat when I'm hungry. It's something that I eat after I'm full. You know what I mean? It just depends. It's not something that I crave. That's for sure. All right. You guys want to know a secret? You guys want to know a secret? No, that is not St. Patrick's Cathedral. You know what? This church actually was closed for a long time, and it opened recently. I think Judith might know about it. I think this is one of her favorite church, right? It's a beautiful church. I only had a chance to go inside once. But it is a beautiful church, friends. So if you are in the city, stop by. No, this is not St. Patrick's Cathedral. The cathedral is way bigger than this one. Way bigger than this one. That's your church, right? Yeah, so the other day, as I was going somewhere, I noticed that they were open, so I walked in for a little bit. It was awesome. I was only there for like 10 minutes, but it is a beautiful church. Very calming, beautiful inside and out, beautiful design, neo-Gothic architecture. This is an Episcopalian church, a beautiful one. And yeah, it was closed for a year and a half at least, right? Or maybe more, almost 2 years. They just opened like a few weeks ago to the public. No, this is not recently built. You know what? I'm not even sure when it was built, but no, it's been, I would say, at least in the 1900s. At least. 1913. 1913, my friend. Where should we go? You know what? Let's go down this way. Let's go down this way. Let's do unpredictable things. PM26 is saying, what's good, Rob? Great to see you live. Great seeing you as well. All right, yeah, so the secret that I wanted to tell you guys is that I have not had any caffeine for the last, what, 4 days now. No coffee. Can you believe it? Would you believe it? Yeah, so unfortunately, it's been messing up my cortisol levels and stress levels and so on. You know, the caffeine, so I had to stop. I'm taking a break, you know. But yeah, so if you have a lot of stress and you drink coffee or high caffeine, any beverage with high caffeine, it makes it worse. It increases your cortisol level, which is a hormone responsible for stress. And yeah, it messes up your sleep, your diet, so many things. So yeah, unfortunately no coffee. So just tea right now, just herbal tea. Cioli saying I love coffee every day. Oh, trust me, I feel you. I could drink coffee twice a day. Twice a day might not even be enough sometimes. I only drink decaf. Oh, I did not know that about you, Judith. Only decaf? Is it because it messes up your sleep, or? Try an organic B12. I love coffee, just had to reel it in. Okay, I'll look it up. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin Kemble. Thank you so much. Here is another church as well, friends. You know what? I haven't seen this church open for a long time as well. It's been a while. Oh, I don't know if you guys know about this little secret, but for those of you who fancy high-end, nice restaurants whenever you visit New York City, I'm going to tell you a little secret, okay? If you come to Fifth Avenue and you're craving for you have a craving for some high-end restaurant, I would suggest the Armani restaurant that's above the Armani store. So you see the stores down there, right, on the first floor? If you look up at the end, that, my friends, is an Armani restaurant. I would assume that you have to make a reservation in advance. It's like one of those places that's sort of like exclusive. You know, you don't just walk in and be like, oh, can I have a table? I don't think it works that way. It's not really publicized either. So look into it, and if you want to have a nice dinner in the city, a memorable one, I would suggest our place. And if you don't care about restaurants, then I guess that won't be for you. I tend to focus on average restaurants that have good quality and low price. That's my go-to, guys, my friends. Those are my go-to places. Oh my goodness, is that Jill? How are you doing, Jill? Man, it's been ages. Well, to be honest, I've not been as active on social media for different reasons, so who am I to say that? But yeah, I didn't see you for some time. I hope all is well. Pretty nice windows. Yes, this is a Bulgari store. We did see this one earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of really nice restaurants and stores in this neighborhood. This is Fifth Avenue, so Go figure. A lot of good stuff. There's Tiffany's right there, Bergdorf Goodman, Hublot, Louis Vuitton. What else? Yeah. Fancy restaurants. There's Chanel. There's Christian Dior. Thank you. Or you could pick up some. You can pick up some Prada. If you pick up some Prada at thousands of dollars, know that I'm not going to be proud of you, because that won't be a good investment, in my opinion. But yeah, there's Prada. What else? Yeah, there's everything at Bergdorf Goodman. All the fancy brands. All the fancy brands are there. If you care to buy the nicest things in life, all the pretty things, all the exquisite, fancy, exclusive items, you may step into Bergdorf Goodman and buy yourself a gift. You deserve it. Wow. I just made them a commercial. Bergdorf Goodman, if you're watching this, let's work together. I want to work with you. New York City looks so lively this year. Are you able to find restaurants open until late now? Yes, you can. I would say go to mostly like Hell's Kitchen or just like Midtown area. Not a whole lot like back in the day, but you can find some restaurants. Usually these days, a lot of restaurants, a lot of businesses are not open late. I would say the cutoff time is 10. By 10, 10:30, the latest at 11. Yeah, by that time, you're out of luck. You'll find something, but you're gonna have to walk a lot or maybe take the train a little further down, uptown, something like that. All right, so right across the street is Dior. Christian Dior. I might do a commercial for them, who knows? So, yeah. 10 sounds like Utah. Yeah, times have changed in New York City, my friend. Times have changed. Coffee shops are closing at 4, 5 p.m. You know, these days. So yeah, it's not really surprising, you know, to see a lot of restaurants close at 10 or before 10. Like I said, you know, you'll find restaurants, but you're not going to have a lot of options, unfortunately. Not too many options. Wow, 2 years later and still not the city never sleeps. Not the city that never sleeps. Exactly right. That's what I was saying. I was saying this the same thing like about 25 minutes ago, and I was in Midtown East. Even though it's been 2 years, the city still like feels empty. You know what I mean? Late at night. Yes, it's a weekday. There's not a whole lot going on, but even back in the day, you would at least see like tourists, you know, maybe like drunk people. Just, I don't know, so many things. Right? Nowadays, nope. That's why if you walk in New York City late at night, be extra alert. Be alert, friends. Pay attention to your surroundings. I would not recommend walking inside Central Park late at night. Yes, there's some parts that are well lit, but you know, but overall, I would not recommend it. I would not recommend it. Like I said, I've done it. I've told you this a few times. You know, I've walked across Central Park, inside Central Park, late at night, really late at night. And I, you know, what, 2 times or 3 times I did it alone. I walked alone, back and forth, you know, between the east side and the west side, the east side, you know, because on the weekends, sometimes, especially late at night, the trains might be delayed significantly, or there might be some work that they're doing, and they might like shut down certain lines, and then you would have to wait for the bus. And I don't really like taking the bus in New York City for different reasons. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk it. So when you do, sometimes you have to take shortcuts. Then you Central. Night, if you are by yourself, if you're not with a group of people, I would not recommend it. Like I said, I've done it by myself, and I heard things, I saw things that I would not recommend to anybody. But you know, I have the ability to just keep calm in a different in any situation. So yeah, I didn't react as much, but yeah, it's not that comfortable. But yeah, as you can see, you know, parts of it are especially once you go deep inside Central Park. No bueno. No bueno. Jill is saying, be careful, walk right flies, as you are a night owl. Yes, indeed. I have to like constantly watch my bag, you know, just stay alert. What people do these days. As it used to be. This is definitely the safer end of the park, absolutely. Once you go up north, once you go deeper into the park, not so much. Not so safe. All right, we're gonna do like a little loop through the park just to, you know, through the... But like I said, you know, I wouldn't recommend it for a tourist. You're better off just coming here in the day, take pictures, enjoy, you know. There's so many places to see at night anyway. But that's one of the questions that I get often, like, oh, should I go to Central Park at night? Like, if you don't have to, you shouldn't. Yeah, and then you see, did you see what I just saw right now? So late at night, you see the giant rats just roaming around Central Park. And you might encounter them. And if you are kind of scared of rats, I know not everybody is, but you might be surprised the amount of rats that you would see here at night. We just saw one, and I'm pretty sure we're going to come across another one. I do see some people there. There's a couple right there, two couples. Yeah, this is like the well-lit area, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, and there's usually like there's some people who like party here late into the night. It's not uncommon to see that here. People just staying late, having a good time, drinking. I don't even know if it's legal, but they do it anyway. And if you're looking into fancy hotels that overlook the park, I would highly recommend any of the hotels in this neighborhood. There's a lot of apartments, of course, but there's also some hotels in this neighborhood, like literally on Central Park West, right here. Oh, I'm sorry, Central Park West is on that side. Right in front of Central Park, right here. Oh, that's a nice. There is the Marriott Hotel. And there is, of course, the Plaza Hotel. There's a few hotels here now. I can't even think of them. There's JW Marriott, Essex House. There's a few. There's a few hotels in this neighborhood, friends. See what I mean? There's people partying over there. Hey, Robert Salbual, greetings. Yes, late night stream tonight. These guys are going home. Maybe not. They're doing a late night tour in New York City. Rats having a party. No, these are people. I can't see them, but I can hear them. You hear it, right? Shannon is saying, thanks for the Tuesday late evening walk. Be safe, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. And one thing that I would say you need to be careful late at night in general in Manhattan and also at the park is the delivery guys, those who deliver food on bikes, on a bike. I would say be careful because these guys, they just cut through the park, they they ride crazy. You see them like everywhere and they usually don't follow rules. So I would say be careful. Not just here, but just, in general in New York City. Just be careful. The ghosts of New York City, right? I know I can't see them, but I can hear them and I can tell there's a lot of people. And of course, you see occasionally you see the police. Not as often. Man, you guys see those two buildings right there? There was a penthouse that was for sale a little over a year ago, and it was up for sale. It was up for 71 million or 74. Sorry, it was listed for 74 million. One of those two right there, those two buildings right there have a lot of expensive apartments. Especially the penthouses. The penthouses, I'm sure now it's like way more than that. This was during the pandemic, when everything was kind of cheap, quote unquote. And at that time it was 74, so I'm assuming now it's probably at least 110, 120. So yeah, whoever bought it probably made a good money out of it. Assuming they sold it. All right, let me go back on track. I don't want to go too far. Yeah, so there's a lot of apartments in that building that go for tens of millions of dollars. That's not a cheap property right there. Of course, it makes sense. It's like right by Columbus Circle down here, the Time Warner Center down there, shopping close to Times Square, Herald Square, close to a lot of nice restaurants. It's really beautiful, right? How nice would it be to live right there in one of those apartments right there and wake up with a nice view of Central Park, especially when it snows. Just have that spectacular, amazing view. Oh! Rebecca Curiel Alessi, greetings. I haven't seen you for some time. I hope all is well. Man, Darrell, you're just like me, huh? You don't sleep. I'm like you as well. I stay up late. I know it's pretty late in London right now. At least, let's see, if it's 11:13 here, it's probably like 6 a.m., isn't it? 6:13, maybe 7:13 a.m. in London. Wow. You are just like me. Sometimes I go to sleep at like 6 or 7. I play something in the background, maybe like a history channel, like on my phone, on YouTube, or some type of stuff, but yeah. It's not that easy for me to fall asleep, especially these days. All right, friends, we did a little loop today. So we did a little bit of Midtown, and then Midtown East. We did a big loop and then went to Central Park and then back to Columbus Circle, friends. I hope those guys are watching right now, but I don't see oh, you know what? Maybe one of the penthouses is lit up. I guess they're still awake. DN, greetings. Are you guys getting notifications these days? I know notifications have not been going out properly. I know notifications have not been working as they should, but I'm hoping that it has gotten better. Because I usually get emails and messages, from people saying, "Oh, when was this? I didn't hear about it. I didn't get a notification. I didn't know about it." No notification for you as well. Oh man, that's not good. That's not bueno. But yeah, friends, I will remember to put the link for fresh roasted coffee as soon as I get home. It probably take me about an hour to get home. And I'll post it for you guys. And yeah, you can use that link, order coffee from the company, and put in the promo code WalkRideFly, and they will give you 20% off. Put it on your About Me section. Definitely. I've been putting it on in the description of videos, but I used an old one for this one. I used an old template for this specific stream, so it doesn't have that one. But I'm thankful for the company, because as you know, I've been reaching out to so many companies, airlines, hotels, brands, brands that I know, that I trust, that I've worked with, that I have used before. And almost all of them are like, "No, we do not wish to work with you. We are not interested." So yeah, you received a notification. Okay, so it seems like only some people are getting the notification still. That's unfortunate. That's not cool. That's not right. You saw that, right? Ray of sunshine. They call it ShoeTube because they shun you. It looks like it. A ray of sunshine. I'm glad you noticed it, because one of the things, and I think Judith could say this, can attest to this as well. But yeah, these delivery guys, man, sometimes they're on a bike, sometimes they're on a scooter. They ride crazy. They just like cut through different streets, sometimes parks, and they do it in a, yeah. They think they're on some type of, I don't know, Grand Prix or some type of, what is that game? Grand Theft Auto? They think they're on some type of, chase or some type of race or something. They work hard, really, really hard. But sometimes, they do it, they have to do it within time. So yeah, they just keep going, and sometimes that could mean cutting through traffic, going in front of people, and making their own way. All right, friends, as you know, I've mentioned this a few times, but this is the building where Denzel Washington, and I believe, I don't know if the property is still owned by both, but yeah. Denzel Washington and also, what's her name? Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez. They own a property here. And not just them, but a lot of celebrities own a property here, own an apartment in this building. Very famous one. I did see Denzel Washington a couple of months ago going into that building. I saw him right there, and then I saw him turning in and turning left. But I knew that he lived there long before I saw him. Any case, I think this might be a good time to end the stream tonight. I was planning to, walk for about an hour, but it turned out to be 2 hours. So I think this might be a good time to end it. Hopefully, I feel tired and be able to sleep, but I don't know. I seem to have too much energy always. So hopefully I'll be able to fall asleep. But in any case, I wanna send a big thanks to all the mods. Thank you so much. Judith, Jill, Darrell, Traveling D. What else did I miss? Thank you to all of you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much. And I also want to say thank you to everybody who supported the channel today with super chats. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you. Thank you everybody for tuning in from every part of the world. Thank you. I see Brazil, Eliandro Jr. Thank you for joining in. Izmi, Cioli, beaucoup merci. Thank you for staying in and for joining in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kevin. Have a good rest of the night. Santo, Rebecca, Darrell, Judith, Ray of Sunshine, Cece. I saw Alfred as well. Thank you for joining in, Alfred. I'm glad you were able to catch it. Thank you so much, Henry and Renee. Thank you. Preston. Thank you for joining in and for staying along with me. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, Preston. Tina. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Crazy Auto. Thank you for joining in. Adriana Rodriguez, DN. PM26. Thank you. Robert Sabrawal, all the way from San Francisco. Thank you so much, my friend. Robert is saying, you are the only streamer left in New York City. I don't know. I might go to England or Canada. I don't know. Central Park is Rat City. Thank you, PM2, Ray of Sunshine. I think I said hello to everybody, right? Kabir, Salme. Thank you, all of you. And thank you, Nightbot, as well. I don't know if you understand it. The Highway Jazz. Thank you for joining in. All right, friends, until next time, you have a good rest of the day, the night, the evening, the morning, depending on where you are. And again, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Elon. Thank you, HC. You guys are awesome. Hey friends, I'm seeing a lot of tourists in the city now. So I think it might be time for you guys to visit, It might be time. Thank you, Joseph Taylor. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna take a nice picture at the end of this and then use it as a thumbnail. All right, friends. Have a good one and good night from New York.